and welcome to this video. India have won the New Zealand Test series in Mumbai in the second test and proving to be unbeatable in their hometown for about 14 series now. Let me review the series by talking about some notable performances. On top of his prowess, we have Mayank Agarwal playing a knock for himself, taking pressure as a privilege, scoring about 150 odd runs in the first innings, followed it up with 50 odd runs in the second innings too. Coming into the bowling department, we have the likes of Mohammad Siraj, Jayant Yadav, Ashwin, and of course Akshar Patel, who did the job for the Indian team, bowling out New Zealand for about 62 runs in the first innings. Mohammad Siraj bowled an unplayable spell, which was very good to watch as a viewer. And that was a beautiful ball, a dream ball to dismiss Ross Taylor, straightening the ball, angling the ball, and then the ball straightened to knock off the stumps of Ross Taylor. That was a dream ball for any fast bowler. Then comes Jayant Yadav, who just got 1 wicket in the first innings, but then coming back on day 4 of the test match, taking the 4 wickets and then winning the test match for India. And of course, we did not talk about R. Ashwin. He has done some very good performances in this test series too, and he is the man of the series, scoring some important runs and crucial runs with the bat and taking wickets with ease. First innings 4 wickets, second innings 3 wickets. That was a beautiful test series. And then comes persons who are struggling. Ajinkya Rahane was dropped from this test match. We should not say dropped, he was left out of the squad with an injury. So as the case for Ishant Sharma and of course Jadeja. Moving forward, we have the South African series coming up, an away tour from the 26th of December. And the squad has been announced, and the notable misses are Shubman Gill, Ravindra Jadeja, Akshar Patel, who are missing out from the squad due to their injury concerns. And that paves the way for someone like a Jayant Yadav as a second spinner. Hanuma Vihari crawls his way back into the Indian test side after being dropped to the India A squad, scoring some good knocks for the India A team in South Africa, and has been drafted into the Indian side for the South African tour. And that will be a place of debate. The number 5 spot. Is that Shreyas Iyer with the current form he is in? Will it be someone like an experienced Rahane who is not in a form that we would have liked? And then someone who has scored runs in South Africa and has adapted well in Hanuma Vihari. The time will answer those questions. Coming into the bowling department, Ashwin will be the number 1 spinner and will be playing all the 3 games in South Africa. And the 3 seamers will be Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami, and of course man of the moment, Mohammad Siraj. Coming into the opener spot, will it be Rohit Sharma opening with KL Rahul, or will it be Rohit Sharma opening with Mayank Agarwal? And then coming in at number 3, will Pujara play at number 3 spot, or will Mayank Agarwal fit in at number 3? So these are the questions that are being raised before the South African tour, and of course they'll be answered in due time. Jim Blaker, Anil Kumble, Aegis Patel. It's been a fairy tale ride for him in this tour. He has crossed the double waters, migrating to New Zealand at the age of 8 from Mumbai, playing in the Maidans of Mumbai, from being a fast bowler to being a spinner, drafted into the New Zealand side, played some few games in New Zealand, coming here to his very own hometown, Mumbai, taking all the 10 wickets, a perfect 10 for Aegis Patel. They say, come at the hour, come at the man. That really suits for him. He has done the hard yards in this, especially in the second game, where whether he will be playing or a Mitchell Sandner will be playing, the debate was going on, but then he has shown why the team management had backed him. Coming into the Indian side, a very good future prospect for the Indian side is Mohammad Siraj. It's been a fairy tale of a year for him. What a year. Leading the bowling attack in his very third test in Australia, winning the game single-handedly at the Gabba, and leading this Indian team with a very good start in the first bowling innings for India, taking the wicket of Will Young off the slips. I keep my money on India in the South African tour. They have a brilliant chance to win the series against South Africa in their home den. They have a very good potent bowling attack, but then they lack the experience in their batting order, except the likes of a Dean Elgar, a Quinton de Kock, and of course Temba Bavuma. Except for these three guys, they lack experience. They have a very good bowling attack, a potent bowling attack. A Rabada, a Nokia, a Dwayne Pretorius, and the likes. On the other hand, India too have a very good potent bowling attack, and if India bat really well in the series, India are gonna clinch this series, making it a triple, I believe. Australia, England, that's gonna happen, and of course, South Africa. The Ashes is begun, and of course, in the way the Australians would have liked in their hometown. Yes, it was a beautiful day of Test cricket on day one, and that was Pat Cummins' first day as a captain of the Australian Test cricket team, and he had a beautiful day, amazing day for himself. He got 5 wickets in his debut match as a captain of the Australian team, and of course Mitchell Starc taking a wicket of the very first delivery of this season of Ashes, 2021 Ashes, bowling Rory Burns. That was a start that Australians were hoping for, and they got it. Bowling out the English team for about 147 runs, and in return scoring 320 runs, riding the success of Travis Head's 150 and of course David Warner's 90 odd runs. Travis Head's position was questionable. He had ups and downs in his Test career. Now with this 100, he has created a special place for himself. They say, and I keep repeating myself, the difference between stupidity and bravery in cricket is success, and he has shown that. Then England coming on to bat with lots of pressure, with of course questionable selections, dropping both Anderson and Stuart Broad, who has about 1,000 and odd wickets between them, and playing with an inexperienced fast bowling lineup in an Ashes. That was so questionable that when they came on to bat in the second innings, they rode the success of David Malan and of course Joe Root. And when Nathan Lyon hit the final nail in the coffin, taking the wicket of David Malan, it was all done and dusted. And of course Nathan Lyon has written his name in the history of books. He has taken 400th wicket, and that was a painful one for him. Taking that one wicket, waiting for that one wicket for about a year or some 6 to 8 months. Yes, it was all happening at the Gabba, and indeed we can believe it will happen in the future test matches and of course in the remaining series of Ashes. Thank you for joining me on this episode. We'll catch you all soon in the next episode. Until then, this is VR Ritwik signing off.